Newcomer Day, where you post these contents. We also have over 100 volunteers here to help you navigate the various fun and energizing activities that we have all around the square. The City of Toronto would love to hear about your experience at Toronto Newcomer Day. Event volunteers are handing out survey QR codes in many languages. Feel free to grab one and complete the survey in the language of your choice and win a cool prize. We all love prizes. You can also scan the QR code behind me to complete the survey.
All right, so now I would like to welcome to the stage the Buffalo Charging Drummers, a traditional and contemporary Indigenous youth drum group based in Toronto, formerly known as Toronto. Founded in 2012, the group consists of young First Nations singers and dancers who aim to preserve their culture, promote community healing, and pass down ancestral knowledge through powwow music. The group emerged out of Toronto Council Fire's Little Embers Youth Program, comprised of youth from many different nations, including Dakota, Anishinaabe, Chippewa, Cree, and Haudenosaunee, as well as invited non-Indigenous people as well. Everyone, please join me in welcoming our opening act, the Buffalo Charging Drummers!
So we're gonna do one more. I don't think we're supposed to, but we're gonna anyways. Okay. I just want to talk a little bit about that drum before we carry on. Right? And that drum, it's not very old. Okay? It's a fairly new style of drum. It's only about maybe 400 years old. Right?
That's old.
All of our other drums are a lifetime old. That drum come around during a time when our nations needed to make peace agreements. Right? And I think we're kind of at that time again. Right? We got all our nations and they're not really getting along, especially that U.S. not getting along with everybody else. Right? So I think having that drum, that story of that drum, and showing that togetherness, different nations getting along is a good example for the rest of the governments around here, right? And that drum was a peace agreement between two nations, the Dakota Nation and the Ojibwe Nation. That drum beat itself represents the mother of the earth, right? And her heartbeat. The voice is our cry to Creator, right? We try to have our voices kind of like that first pitch of a baby. When that baby's born, as though that first pitch, that's how our voices are trying to be, right? And most of our songs, we don't have words, right? So these songs that we're singing today, there's no words in them. And that is so we can share them with all the different nations, right? I'm very proud of these young guys here, right? They come a long ways, right? They have a lot of obstacles to overcome in life, being First Nations. So to see them at the drum and to see them singing as hard as they sing, right, makes me very proud. It's a very honorable thing to see. So we're gonna sing one more song for you guys, okay? And we'll call it at that. Thank you. Thank you for having us up. Thank you, Newcomers Day in Toronto.